forecast.
The Little Rock Air Force Base expected to see cuts in the near future. Question is, how deep will they go? Today, Republican Congressman Tim Griffin visited the base in Jacksonville to meet with commanders about the base's future. He's kind enough to join us live right now in studio to talk more about this morning's meeting that you held. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I know you're a very busy man. Let's talk about these cuts that are taking place in your backyard. Certainly not a fun topic, but this is all a result of the Budget Control Act. They apply specifically to the active duty unit. What are we talking about specifically, and how deep do you anticipate these cuts to be?
Well, I want to be really clear. The mission of the Little Rock Air Force Base is secure, and they do it better than anyone else in the military. They are known as the center of training for C-130s, and they will remain so. The Guard and Reserve units out there are seeing additional resources, additional C-130s. There will be some cuts for the active duty.
How deep? How deep of the cuts are we talking
about? You're talking about a net after the new planes come in. You're talking about 16 C-130s are scheduled to be taken from the base.
These are the C-130Hs, right?
These are the older C-130s, and there will be opportunities to get more of the J models, the newer ones, in the future. But that's part of it, and also there will be about a net reduction of about 300 slots or billets, as we call them, as they call them in the military. So it's what I think a lot of military folks would describe as a haircut, and it's a result of the drawdown and restructuring nationwide. It is nothing. It has nothing to do with Little Rock Air Force Base specifically. They're the best in the business.
That's good. You mentioned a haircut, not a buzz cut, which is good. Let's talk about Hamid Karzai. As we just reported, he visited the president today in a joint news conference talking about troop withdrawal at the end of 2014. Should we hold our breath, or do we believe him?
Well, I'd say a couple things. First of all, there are plenty of problems with Mr. Karzai, but that to the side. The issue of number of troops and how many we're going to keep there is what most folks are interested in. We have far fewer now than we did, and we're going to continue to draw down. But I will say this. As much as we might like to just run, close the door, and say, see you later, we have a strategic interest in maintaining some, not as many as we have, but some troops there, special forces, etc., because we need to kill terrorists, to be frank with you. And there's a lot of terrorists on the Pakistan-Afghanistan border. That's where they hide. We've got to have people positioned. So we'll see what happens. I hope the president doesn't undercut the commanders on their troop needs.
Yeah. Let's change the topic real quick to gun control. Obviously, that is a very hot topic right now in light of the president's stance on that. Obviously, Vice President Joe Biden is leading a task force. Do you think that the assault weapons ban should be reinstated, especially in light of all these mass shootings we had, one of them just taking place yesterday in California?
Sure. Well, here's what I would say. First and foremost, most people that talk about assault weapons can't tell you what an assault weapon is. I shoot M16s in the Army. I know what an M16 is, but a lot of the working parts of a, quote, assault weapon are the same as other semi-automatic weapons. They just look different.
Should it be reinstated by Congress?
No. And I can tell you, I have not seen one proposal, and you're probably talking about the Feinstein, something like the Feinstein. I've not seen one proposal yet that would stop what's going on. And by the way, the shooting yesterday, my understanding was that was a shotgun.
It was a
which
rifle.
Would not have been covered by the assault weapons ban. And my understanding is Columbine, which was tragic, occurred while there was an assault weapons ban. That's my understanding. So let's not take actions that make us feel like we've done something, even though we haven't.
And let's leave it right there. I know it's a hot topic. We could talk endlessly about it.
Love to come back.
Yeah, Congressman, thank you so much. As always, we appreciate it.